Now, we've already made clear, because the Trump administration has made clear, that the concentration camp at Guantanamo Bay that they're gonna be building for, I don't know, hundreds of billions of dollars or whatever, is not gonna be for violent criminals. They've been super clear about that, even though that was how it was advertised initially. We're just gonna send the worst ones, just the violent criminals or whatever. Yeah, really? Are you though? Let's take a look at what Kristi Noem, head of DHS, has to say about it.
There's still room, absolutely.
The Laken Riley Act requires you at the DHS to detain individuals who have been charged with but not convicted of nonviolent crimes like theft or shoplifting. You talked about ICE facilities, it comes and goes, but at some point they're likely to be at capacity. So could those people end up at Guantanamo?
You know, I don't know what the president will decide as far as utilizing it. We want to have the capacity. The facilities will look different.
Exactly.
They will certainly will not be used if in these prison systems. We have different camps at Guantanamo Bay, different levels of incarceration. We will have some facilities that will be up to the same standards as other detention facilities in the United States. And I don't think the president's going to tie his hands on what he needs to do.
So clearly from that, all sorts of different things have been pumped into her face, but not a soul, because I looked in her eyes and I didn't see anything there. She just said, we're not going to rule out sending shoplifters from Guantanamo Bay. Now that would be bad enough, but to be clear, what the question was, is under this Laken Riley Act, it's shoplifters who've been charged. They haven't even been convicted of shoplifting, will be sent to Guantanamo Bay, where previously only the most notorious charged, but again, not convicted terrorists in the world were being held. So if you steal some cigs, or you thought that you might have, we don't even have the evidence necessarily, you might get off. Eventually, you could be held in Guantanamo Bay. Again, the goalposts are shifting faster than should be possible for something like a goalpost to do. From only the most violent criminals, murderers, rapists, to people who might have stolen nutty bars. Maybe, we don't know for sure yet, but let's hold them in Guantanamo Bay. And by the way, you know what's necessary for that to happen? These not even convicted shoplifters. Do you have any idea how much money it will cost to send them to Guantanamo, to fly them to Cuba and house them for maybe the rest of their lives, potentially, because we think they might have stolen toilet paper? Let's say a TV. How many millions of dollars would you like to contribute towards with your tax dollars for the person who stole some food or a book or a blanket? I don't know. We don't need, again, not even necessarily stolen it. They've been charged, that's it. Again, JR, I want to be hyperbolic, I want to be exaggerating, but we're just playing the tape for you.
And it's what we've been saying beforehand. And it's, it's past the point of saying, we told you, we told you, we told you. We know it, we see it. And the thing is, which is why I have this standard thought process now. Don't argue with folks. As soon as they bring it up, just move on to the facts. Arguing is not gonna convince them. Is the expectation to convince folks that what they're seeing is what they're seeing? They don't see it, bro. There's blinders, they can't see it. So don't even bring it up anymore. It's time to oppose and fight with people that in the mechanisms in which we can. What are you convincing anybody on X for about something that they know is happening, that they're in full support of? So there's rhetoric that they use that Kristi Noem used. They don't want to tie his hands. This is again another one of those tricky moves that they like to pull off. Is he doesn't want to tie his hands for the things that he said he was going to tie his hands over doing. So these are clarifications. You said we're going after the most violent, most dangerous people first. They're talking about the deportations even. We're going to the most violent people ever, and then Caroline Levitt's like, well, they broke the law. I think they're criminals too. So it shifts. And now he's not gonna tie his hands. You blame the people that wanna hold you to your word as calling them tying your hands. Bro, you tied your hands because you wanted to win an election. You couldn't come straight out and say, yo, listen, American citizens, I'm looking to ship out anybody that doesn't agree with me because I'm an authoritarian fascist. That's actually what it was he needed to say, but that would have been too much truthfulness. He says it now in 18 other different ways. So they're sending folks off. And don't forget, how many years have we seen the Republican Party complain and talk about and upload videos of smash and grab robberies in the country? random points and random moments to distract your brain and make you go, that's right. I hate those people. Those people don't deserve to be here. You see them walk out with a television, as you brought up, John. Donald Trump liked to bring up televisions. They walk out with TVs and refrigerators. You see anybody running out with a damn refrigerator on their back? But he says these cartoonist type of images and puts them in there in people's heads, so that now, as he's implementing this fascism, and he can send off American citizens based off of suspicion. Think of stop and frisk in New York. Wherever they want to, whoever they think is the wrong kind of person, will be the people that they accuse of and charge with these things and have no basis behind it. Well, we know they hate the judiciary already. So there's zero kind of accountability behind how they'll do it. That's the plan.
And I love that they'll be like, oh, we polled the American people. Do you support his immigration policies? And some said yes. Do you think they know about this?
No.
Like, do you think they voted for this? They voted for shoplifters to go to Guantanamo Bay. By the way, and many conservatives might be like, well, I don't have to worry about it for me because I'm a citizen. Yeah, no, they already have a deal. Was it El Salvador to send US citizens to a super prison there? So I really hope for your sake, you conservative, that you're not only a citizen, but also really white, like super white. Because I would not want that to happen to you. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.